समाजिक विकास मंत्री करीना गोल्ड ने किचनर विच एक न्यूज़ कॉन्फ्रेंस की जिथे उस वल्लों फैडरल सरकार के कार्बन कीमत छोट प्रोग्राम के बावजूद कनेडियंस नूं प्राप्त होने वालियां नवीं तिमाही किस्तां ते चर्चा की गई। उस नाल वातावरण ते जलवायु परिवर्तन मंत्री भी शामिल होए।
Over the last 2 years, Canadians have been confronted with a global pandemic, and our priority as a government was to be there to support Canadians and their families. But we have also kept our eyes on the big picture too. How we build a strong future with clean air, good jobs, and a resilient economy for our children and grandchildren. And when you think about the COVID-19 pandemic, it's kind of a window into the challenges that climate change is we face with climate change. It's about making sure that we're listening to the science, that we're listening to the planet, that our government is taking action to protect people, to protect jobs, and to make sure that we have an economy for today and into the future. Our friends and allies across the world have taken notice because we found a way in Canada to put a price on pollution that puts more money back in the pockets of everyday Canadians while cutting the harmful pollution that's driving climate change. Sometimes, we hear from conservative politicians who would like you to believe that pricing pollution is a net negative for families, or that we can't afford to protect our environment while supporting our economy. And we're here to tell you today that that's simply not true. The Climate Action Incentive puts more money back in the pockets of 8 out of 10 families here in Ontario, and it remains one of our best ways to fight climate change. And make no mistake, to do nothing is the most costly policy of all. Today, we see the impact of a past decade of inaction under the previous Conservative government. And whether you are a farmer who's experiencing drought or heavy rains that are impacting your crops, or whether you're a family that's worried about air pollution and asthma, fighting climate change is something that we all have to do, and doing it today will help us in the future. So our government stepped up, and today we can see what this means to families now and for their future. Et ne vous y trompez pas, ne rien faire est la politique la plus coûteuse de toutes. Through the Climate Action Incentive payment, we have been able to return the proceeds of pollution pricing directly to the families of Ontario. In past years, the payments were provided as part of your tax refund. But starting this year, in fact, starting this month, the payments will be provided in quarterly payments so that families can be supported throughout the year. Make sure to look for your Climate Action Incentive payment when it comes in, whether that's by direct deposit or by check. For the 2022-2023 year, a family of 4 in Ontario will receive $745, and families in rural and small communities are eligible to receive an extra 10%. Households will receive the first payment this July 15th, covering the first 2 Climate Action Incentive payments of 2022 together.